Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a special video. It's really interesting stuff here. This is a 2009 Audi A4 2.0 Turbo. This is not Quattro, it's a front wheel drive. This car is, it's still in perfect condition. Brand new tires, good condition, good color, everything. And it has now it has 128,000 miles on it, but the problem is seized engine. When I first scanned this car, there was only one code. It said it said starter disabled mechanically or electrically, something like that. So long story short, I'm gonna take you to the problem and I'm gonna show you how to solve it. Okay, so when you have a seized engine, do not assume that it's completely gone, and here is why. So long story short, I removed the intake manifold, I removed the cams. Okay, I opened first. I put the engine in a service position, which means this has to come off. I will do that in just a minute. The front end of the car is held by these two bolts, one here, this one, and also this one. So once I remove these two bolts, I will be able to take this one out so that I can show you more. But let me give you a little bit of introduction here. So the person who sold it to me told me that it has bent valves, but so far I found out that the valves are in perfect condition. It's actually more than I expected, which means it had a recent valve job. Maybe the cylinder head was removed, or maybe carbon cleanup or whatever. So I poured here. You can't see it. I'll see if I can put some light. I still see it with my own eyes, but I don't know if you'll see it. Anyway, more than a week ago I poured DW4 liquid, and it's still sitting there nice and pretty. That tells you only one thing: the valves are in perfect condition. Otherwise, when you pour any liquid, it wouldn't stay there. So this engine, as we said, it's seized, and this is how I'll explain it to you. So you know that your engine is seized when you try to crank. This is 24 millimeter. So when you try to crank the engine, you'll not be able to move it. But this one, at this moment, I can move it freely. Okay, which means that there's no piston stuck in the cylinder. And this is the first conclusion I got when I tried to crank it by hand, and it was solid rock. It was like a solid one piece of metal. I was not able to move it one bit. So I thought, okay, I have a bad engine and there's no way for me to fix it. But then, after doing what I did, which I will show you in just a minute, I found out that the engine is fine, even if it was seized, and it can be fixed. So I will put down the camera, and I'm gonna put it in service position, and I'll explain to you what I found out and what was the problem and how I'm going to fix it. Okay guys, as you can see here, I put the car in a service position. So I have all this space to work, and I'll just get to the problem like right away. I don't like to waste your time. So as you can see here, there are 3 gears, okay? Oil chain, timing chain, and this first chain which drives this gear here, this one, and the harmonic balancer, this one, okay? This is called the harmonic balancer. This one, the water pump shafts, okay? 1, 2, 3. When I remove the cams from here, okay, and I remove the timing chain, this one, the second one, and also I remove the oil chain, I try to crank the this one. I tried to turn it, okay, but I was not able to turn it. Okay, sorry, I lost my light, but that's okay. I was not able to turn it. Okay, so what I decided to do is to take the chain that connects this one to this one to this one. I tried to take that one out. Once I took it out, this is what I found out. So what I found out was that this one was still good, has no problem at all, but this one, I'm going to pull it out. I just put it here for the purpose of the video, so I'm just gonna set it aside, and I'm gonna get the other one also. Okay, this one here, to remove it, you have a bolt here. I believe it's T30. You can remove it quickly, and also you have another bolt from here. I don't know if you can see what I want to show. Just a sec. Okay, you see this cover here? This is a cover that I hooked it up with a zip tie to this rod here. You don't have to remove it completely, you can just raise it up. And this is the water pump belt, okay? So to move this one out, to move it out of the car, in case you want to inspect, for inspection purposes, to make sure that everything is good, you cannot remove this one unless there is a bolt here in the very bottom. It's 12 millimeter and it's reversed thread. You need to loosen that one first if you're planning on, like ahead of time, if you're planning on removing these gears, if you're planning on removing them and inspecting them, and I recommend you do it. This one is easy to get it out, but this one you have the bolt here, and also you have the reverse thread bolt in the back. So I would keep everything. I would keep everything, and I will block this one somehow so that you don't turn it before even you remove this. Before you remove the cover, before you remove anything, I would block it with something and try to open that bolt a little bit, just a little bit, so that it's easy, becomes easy to get it out. Sorry, I got far with that bolt. So, and the bolt goes here, you see, in that little hole. It's reverse thread, 12 millimeter. Okay, so up till now I still didn't tell you what was the problem, but I'm about to. So once I set up the camera, I'll show you. Okay guys, these 2 gears, the problem was that they were like solid and in one piece. You won't be able to turn them. Okay, you won't be able to turn them, and I'll show you. This is a good one that I bought. See, you see how freely and smooth it turns. Okay, this one was one piece. This one was one piece. Okay, there's no way I can turn it. This one, okay, first one, and also the second one. The second one also, if you look here, you see, there's like kind of a mixture of plastic and oil, gunk and dirt and debris and everything made it one piece. So because of this, you see here, and here's a good one. I'll show you a good one. Okay, this is a good one. See how smooth it is? So it's supposed to be here like this. Okay, so these two were the problem, not the engine that was seized. Only these two were seized. I was able to score them at a really good deal. I bought both of them. I bought these two here. These are the bad ones, and these are the good ones. As you can see, I can hold it like this, and I can turn this by finger. Here you go. Now you can see better. I can just go like that. It's super smooth, and it looks clean too. Okay, compare it to this one. You see, on the right side it's black, this one is clean. Okay, so this was the problem. These two gears, they were seized, therefore the engine was seized, therefore the starter was not able to turn this gear here. The starter was disabled mechanically, and the scanner was right. So this is some kind of no crank no start category, but this is from hell. This is a big one. Okay, so stay tuned guys, because I'm gonna have to go here. I bought a plastic that goes here. I bought a plastic that goes in that hole first, and also I'm going to let me show you here. I'm trying to work with, okay, so as you guys can see, this turns smoothly, you know, very smooth. That's like a top dead center right there. So my next step, stay tuned for the next video, it's going to be how to time it. If you're forced to remove everything, how to time it and put it back together. Luckily for me, I'm not gonna remove the cylinder head. There's no need for that. I'm just gonna install the good ones here and put everything back together, and hopefully it will run. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video is helpful. At least what you can what you can take away from it is that if you have a seized engine, there is a chance that you have seized gears like these, and if that's the case, your engine is still salvageable and still can be fixed. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned. What's coming next is very interesting as well.